guys, so today I am not doing a vlog. I am going to be answering some questions that some of my Facebook friends and family members asked me, and I will be reading them off from my computer. We have quite a few good ones actually. If you are not a Facebook friend of mine but you would like to ask me questions, whether if it's in Korean or English, I can definitely do that. So let's just get to it. Kenny, he's one of my family members, said, when are you gonna come back and visit your family? So I'm hoping to go back to America, like to see my family members in December. I'm still not quite sure if that's possible because of Corona. I've tried going back to America a few times to see my family. My family has tried coming here to see me as well, and Corona just made it difficult. So I'm hoping to get vaccinated within the next couple of months so that even if Corona's around, I will pass the quarantine thing and not have to be quarantined. So that's currently what I'm aiming for. Cindy asked, are women treated well there, respected, valued, etc.? So I do think because I am a foreigner, things are a bit different. I don't work in a Korean office either, so I can say though, for the dating aspect, men are quite kind and gentle to the women that they're dating or interested in. They'll carry your purse, they'll open doors for you, they'll guide you to make sure you're not getting hit by cars, cut your food, cook for you. Other than that, I don't really have much I could say. Mrs. Fernez, she was my English teacher back in high school. Hello, Mrs. Fernez. She asked, what led you to go to Korea? So many things actually. I've been fascinated with Asia since I was maybe 10 or 11 years old because I found it was very different from my culture, and I was able to learn through YouTube, like all the things that were different, but like I feel like I wasn't learning enough from it. Like there's a difference of experiencing it versus like hearing about it. But one day this customer came into Jaker's, a restaurant I used to work at, and she told me how she just came back to visit her family from Chile and how she's going back to Chile because she loves it there. And I was very jealous of her. And she ended up telling me, like, you can do that in any country. So I did some research and saw that Korea was really good when it comes to accepting foreigners into their countries. And so I did not hesitate, and I worked very hard for 2 years to complete university, and I'm here now. Next one is Carrie. She asked quite a few questions, but they're so good, so I'll try to do them one by one. So I grew up around you during our middle school days, and I even think you were interested in Korea or going over that way and speaking another language. Yes, yes, and yes. How was it moving there? Did you already have it planned out, like living and work situations? How did you communicate with everyone? So with living and work situation, being an English speaker with a bachelor's degree is so easy to get a job here as an English teacher. Outside of English teaching, it's a bit difficult because of visas. But if you just want to move here for a year or two and just experience the culture, it's so easy. You just go online and look for schools who are looking for English teachers. It's just as easy as that. Like with living expenses, another good thing about being an English teacher is that they provide housing for you. So when you come here, you already have an apartment searched for and paid for. So it's quite easy as an English teacher to make it here. With communicating with people, I came to Korea knowing about 100 Korean words. My first couple months, because of that, I was really stressed out, and I don't think I've told anyone this, but I regretted coming here for a moment because I thought that I made a really big mistake because I can't communicate with the people there. But there are things like Papago, which is a translating app that makes it so easy. Now I am a conversational Korean speaker, so my life here speaking in Korean is very comfortable. But at first it was very stressful. Even though a lot of Koreans, especially in Seoul, speak English very well, I don't like that. I believe that I moved to Korea, so I should be speaking Korean. I shouldn't expect my language from Koreans. But they do speak English very well, so sometimes when I was struggling, they would just start to speak to me in English, which was very nice. Carrie continues on by asking, how long did it take you to make friends or people to talk to? So as a foreigner, it's so easy making short-term friends. A lot of people want a foreign friend because they want to better their English, or like they'll like be like, hey, my friends want to make foreign friends. Do you want to be friends with them too? The thing that sucks about that though is those people typically leave your life after a couple of weeks to a couple of months because they either don't like the cultural difference, they're tired of speaking English, or not only that, they also become very busy. And when you're very busy, like, who are you going to choose? A foreigner you just met or your lifelong friends? Like, it's not too difficult, I guess. This past year, I started making foreign friends, but it sucks because you never know when they're going back. Because, like, one day I'll probably never see the friends that I currently have, which is terrible because these people have really impacted my life. Gosh dang it. I've recorded this like 4 times because I cried and I don't want to cry again. But I know this isn't like your question, but the people I have become friends with have been some of the best people I've ever met. Like, thanks to Corona, I've struggled a lot and I don't really talk about that with my family members or my friends. I'm really grateful that I moved to this country because I've met so many amazing people that honestly, like, at this point, they're not really my friends. They're, oh my God, Nicole, come on. They're my family. Like, if it wasn't for the people that I've met this year, I don't know how I could have gone on with this coronavirus thing. Living in Korea is not difficult by yourself, at least for me. Corona made it very difficult. I couldn't make it to a lot of family events that were very important to me. I missed a couple of funerals, and if it wasn't for these people, I don't know. Gosh, Nicole, why do you gotta be so emotional? That alone makes me very grateful that I moved here because I now have a good 6 people that I can always count on when times get rough, and we relate to each other in the fact that we all haven't seen our family in 2 years. All right, next question from Steven. Steven, you know, actually, we've known each other for half our lives now. I've known you since like 7th grade. Like, this is insane, dude. But how is South Korea doing since the release of the vaccine? 12% of people have been completely vaccinated. I'll just say that. And my dad in his funny comments. Great question, Dad. When you come back, will you remember how to drive a car when you get back? I sure hope I do, Dad. I sure hope I do. All right, I think that'll be all for today. Like I said, if you have more questions, definitely leave it down below. I don't think I'm the most interesting person, hence why I never really talk in my videos. Sorry for crying. Corona is just making me emotional these days. It's a lonely time for people who live by themselves and don't have family members near them.